Now, Japanese food is renowned for being one of the healthiest in the world as it's low in fat and high in both protein and antioxidants, apparently. But many of us are terrified to give it a go ourselves.
But we're proving that Japanese food isn't all that difficult this morning, and we're starting off nice and easy now. Fiona Uyema, author of Japanese Food Made Easy, joins us. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning,
Fiona.
Thanks for having me.
We have a couple of dishes on the menu today, but let's just talk about Japanese food. I mean, differences between Japanese and Chinese cuisine. What are the big differences? What tells us it's Japanese food?
Yeah, the flavours in Japanese food tend to be a lot more subtle than in Chinese food, and a lot of people think Japanese food is sushi, which is one big part of it, but there's so much more. A typical Japanese meal will be, your rice, miso soup, and then lots of other little dishes, and you share them during a meal, which is great. So you get a bit of veg, fish, meat, so it's really balanced. But yet the great thing about it is it's healthy but so tasty, so you don't feel like you're sacrificing in any way.
And people seem to be scared, even with Chinese food, about cooking it.
Exactly.
But then when you watch it, it's so
Because
simple.
the ingredients are a little bit exotic and people think, oh my God, where am I going to get some of these things?
Absolutely.
Is it sort of always the case that Japanese food, the ingredients are widespread and exotic?
Yeah, it used to be that way. When I first came back from Japan, when I lived there 10 years ago, it was like that. It was really hard to get the ingredients and they were expensive. But actually nowadays, it's so easy to get them. And plus, because we're an island nation like Japan, we have our own Irish ingredients that go perfect for Japanese cooking, like seaweed, seafood, fish, so it's really the perfect place to cook Japanese food. And I suppose it's really Japanese home cooking. And after living with a family in Japan, that's what I really fell in love with, because they're quick 10, 20, 30-minute dishes.
Because you're not from Japan yourself.
No, I'm not.
They don't call you lightning for nothing, did they, tell me?
But your husband is Japanese extraction.
Exactly. He's grandparents, and we met in Japan. So that's where the Uyema comes from.
I tell
this
you,
time in the morning.
that's insane. I call you Flash Martin. Is it like Chinese food in terms of a lot of it's very quick to cook?
Yeah, exactly.
Last minute stuff.
Exactly, and really, I suppose, by letting the ingredients do a lot of the talking really in the food, that let the flavours come out, and then you have simple ways of flavouring them, like with sake, which is a Japanese rice wine. And then today for the chicken wings that we're going to do, we're just using two simple ingredients, a really good quality soy sauce and honey, and it's a simple kind of modern type teriyaki sauce that can marinate so many things, and like literally you'd be licking your fingers after it, and the kids as well.
Point being
We'll be the judge of that. Let's crack on.
Okay, so we have today we're going to make sticky side chicken wings, which are really popular amongst all the family. Great during the summer for barbecues, and then when you're coming into the autumn winter, just stick it in the oven. So I have a really good quality soy sauce here. Just pick this one up. This is just your standard one. The one I'm using today is Kikkoman. I just picked up. It's a Japanese. You notice, like you mentioned, about the Chinese and Japanese. The Chinese soy sauce tends to be a little bit stronger in taste than the Japanese.
All right.
Exactly, yeah. And I'm just mixing it with a lovely honey here. So really coming into the cold weather, you're getting all the goodness you need.
And that soy sauce is available in every supermarket.
Exactly, absolutely. Yeah. And just, when you're picking up soy sauce, look at the ingredients to make sure you're getting a really good quality one with 4 main ingredients in it.
And is there a certain kind of thing, like, because you do have light soy sauces and dark soy sauce, like would you use light soy sauces for salads, or is there a...
I think it really depends on people's taste. So if they don't like the taste of soy sauce, they find it quite overwhelming, then they might go for the light. So it just doesn't have such a strong taste of it. So then just for this, I simply pour this over. And you can put that in the oven straight away, or you could leave it sitting in the fridge overnight or a few hours. Exactly. Just to kind of let the flavour absorb into the meat.
Bog standard honey.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a traditional teriyaki sauce would use other ingredients, but they're harder to get, so that's why I like to use honey, and it's just as nice, if not even nicer, because the honey just adds a beautiful flavour to it.
It pretty much doesn't get much simpler than that.
Yeah.
Honey and soy sauce, marinated. I wouldn't really, tell me. You need to lie down after doing that time.
Well, you'd be glad to know I cooked one earlier.
Is the crew ever closer?
Yes. But you just put this in the oven for about 30-40 minutes, 180 degrees fan oven, and it'll be ready. You know, just check it
Would
quickly.
you serve a dip or a dressing or anything like that? I know the Americans like to have a kind of ranch dressing, all that stuff.
Oh, absolutely not. It's so delicious, you don't need it.
You don't need any kind of...
no, and even if you had some leftover teriyaki sauce in the tray at the end, you could drizzle it over and that'd be plenty, absolutely, yeah.
But let the dogs see the rabbits or the chicken wings.
Yeah, so here they are. And, you know, you could use that marinade for any other types of things like burgers, steak. There's lots to go around.
Tommy.
No.
Thank you very much. Can I have one, sir?
Enjoy.
Cheers,
So
kids.
It's good, isn't it?
All of a sudden it's become a radio show.
When they're in the oven, do you give them a stir?
Yeah, I would once or twice, yeah, if you can, just to make sure it's fully absorbing the marinade.
They're so good. Sticky,
I think
delicious.
you're enjoying that.
Right, we've got 3-minute break to come and 12 chicken wings to eat. Can he do it?
You better believe it's still to come. Winter breaks to get through the long, cold months ahead.
And Denise McCormick, otherwise known as Red Rock matriarch Bridget Kiley, will be here. See you soon.
Number 2.